Just as Chicago Bulls fans are riding the high off the Bulls' biggest win off the Denver Nuggets, we get a new concerning update to Lonzo Ball. According to Woj, there's growing concern around Chicago Bulls that Lonzo Ball may have to have a third surgery, which would then require 6 months of rehab. This is another shot in the gut of Chicago Bulls fans that Lonzo Ball could have yet a third surgery. It's sad for Lonzo as well, and this surgery could end up with him being out another 6 months. Now, the thing with this is if that recovery and rehabilitation is going to be more streamlined, they need to get Lonzo Ball the surgery as quick as possible, because that 6 months timeline could potentially have him back by the start of next season if they go in and correct what needs to be corrected. And Woj went on to add this: the Bulls and Lonzo Ball's representatives with Clutch are working together and consulting with specialists before a final decision on surgery is made, sources said. But a procedure sometime this month would further delay the possibility of Ball ramping up for a return in the 2023-24 season. So another added concern, again, to Lonzo Ball, somebody who's just dealt with a lot of just unfortunate things surrounding this knee injury on the initial 4 to 6 week time period. Do you remember when it was a 4 to 6 week time period for Lonzo Ball to recover after surgery? We are now over a year from that, and we could have yet a third surgery with another 6 months rehab period before we even can remotely look at Lonzo Ball being on the court again. This is another blow to the Chicago Bulls. This just furthers the fact that AK has to do something in reconstructing this roster and not bet on Lonzo Ball coming back. It's unfortunate. It sucks. Now, if this third surgery does end up going down and it does finally solve and give some relief to Lonzo Ball, who's been experiencing discomfort every time he tries to ramp up, then that's what needs to be done. If that's what needs to be done, it needs to be done. But it has also brought to the concern to light, like, what is Lonzo's long-term future going to look like when he does return, right? What state is Lonzo Ball going to return in? How long is it going to take for Lonzo Ball to feel comfortable in that knee? Because then at that point, we're looking at a close to 2-year period of Lonzo Ball being out of basketball because of the initial knee injury. This sucks for Lonzo. It sucks for a young player that, again, as I've said before in other updates, should have been able to take time in his summers and things to work on his game. So much of his time in the NBA and off seasons has been dealing with this injury or recovering from injury that and just look at what Lonzo has improved and how he has added to this game. Even with that being said, like, it just always the woulda, coulda, shoulda is going to surround Lonzo. It doesn't help in a case like this. And the Bulls, Lonzo Ball's representatives, Clutch Sports, it behooves all of them to make the best decision. And if surgery is that, and if that surgery does streamline that process, make it more clear on when Lonzo Ball can return to basketball, that's better for everyone involved. Even with Lonzo probably not looking like Lonzo Ball initially when he does return, it's going to, help him to get back and just streamline that rehab, get back as soon as he possible. Is he get on the court, get in practice, feel no discomfort so he can work his rhythm back, right? So he can get back in gear and things. So if the surgery ends up doing that, then that's the best. But of course, those concerns over what Lonzo Ball is going to look like for the rest of his career, could this third surgery be an unofficial end to his career? It's all those concerns and all those speculations, all that talk is going to continue to happen around Lonzo Ball until he finally does get back on the court. But this sucks. This sucks for the Bulls. It sucks for Lonzo Ball. It sucks for everyone involved because of how special we know that Lonzo Ball can be, what he means and meant to this team when he was on the court, how much better this team and Zach LaVine and others looked when Lonzo Ball was on the court. All those things are all true, and it sucks that we're talking about yet a third surgery in less than 2 years for a player that we just signed an offseason ago, or offseason before last. We're now looking at a third surgery. This sucks, man. And this is the downside of sports. This is the downside of basketball, and it seems like the Chicago Bulls are always on the other side, on the wrong side of this. Like, other than Zach LaVine, who returned from having an ACL injury, and he's just as much of an athletic player as he ever was. But other than that, it just sucks. It's like the karma around the Chicago Bulls team and our point guards with their knees has just been, it's been felt, it's been evident, and it sucks and it's tiring. But all that for us as fans, it's not more tiring for us than it is for Lonzo Ball, more concerning for him and his family to go under the knife again. I don't think that sometimes us regular people understand just how taxing it is mentally to continue to go under the knife for any form of surgery, whether it's highly invasive, not that invasive, whatever. It's still surgery. And the mental taxation part on that, as well as what it does to your body, is not easy at all. So we'll see what this means for Lonzo. We'll see if this third surgery ends up happening. And if it does happen, how does this now does it make it more clear on when Lonzo is able to return? Does it fix the things and pain that he was feeling in that knee? All those questions will remain to be answered. You guys can stay tuned in. Subscribe right here. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. We give you guys breaking news. If news drops, we drop. It's a very simple process here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Follow the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail on this or any other topic for our mailbag episodes on the weekends, 773-270-2799 is the number to do so. But like I like to end everything on, go Bulls. Love you guys. Prayers up to Lonzo Ball. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.